It's Mr. Airhose, sending out a 1414 for all with ears to hear. My navigational charts are scattered at the moment, but knowing where you are precisely is overrated in my book. I've been lost for about a cosmic week, but all I need to know is everything I've come to know and that which comes my way. Before the days when the grinders are few and the windows are dimmed, I refuse to take it all in without gratitude and a sense of wonder. Yes, these wonderful wanderings and thoughtful ponderings are overflowing with mercy, and I have received far more than I could have ever deserved. I'm keeping an eye out for a space stop, or maybe a welcoming planet where I can work on the navigation system, thankful for another transmission coming in offering exactly what I need to get wherever I'm going. Costs counted and significance recognized, receiving transmission.
She says, boy, by this hour can you see you belong to me like water to the sea. And she says, boy, you have died a death in me. Again she's lying to your face, she's landed out of place, she keeps pushing it, engage your leg. You keep steady at your post, you'll be night of the last ghost on somebody that need and fed. Derailed by the blinding sight of her squeezing ever tight. Ten hurt, she aches to be seen, bare feet dancing by the crib. She takes one at a time, and then she's lying to your face. She's landing out of place. She keeps pushing it in case you're there. You keep steady at your post. You'll be night of the last ghost on the somebody, but hey, now stop. She says, boy, by this hour can you see you belong to me like water to the sea. And she says, boy, you have died a death in me, for as long as I shall be, I will bind myself to it. And she says, boy, if you look outside the walls, you will see them marching slowly to my tune. Their voices fading out beneath their
This is Captain Ben Yallison reporting. I've seen her with my own eyes. I've seen her climb the main bridge and dismantle the electronics. I've seen her glowing bright as a sun, moving swiftly through the shafts covered in golden. I heard the screams. They completely ceased at 0400 hours this morning. Crew status, no signs of life. I've remained in safe room B25 for 2 cycles now. No food reserves, no water, no coordinates to send. My maps are all messed up and I'm in the dark. Cognitive strain increasing, I succumb to paranoia. I find myself at the low end, craving for sanity, high-hoping my way out of her shadow. Plague of plagues, she's been cast upon my ship, and it's now silent. The emergency pods are jammed, impossible to abandon ship. Tonight I dreamt of the starry dome outside and her promise of deliverance. The idea of her makes me weak. She's strengthened her grasp on my mind, and it's not easy breathing anymore. I have no choice now but facing the beast. I get to carry her for a lifetime. I may as well take my chance to bleed her once in a while. She knows my feet by heart. I'll make a bad move. I'll stumble and fall, and once fallen, the prey is a no-brainer, a go-go catch. I just wish for this all to be over quickly. If this transmission reaches command or any listening post, record what transpired aboard the ant colony. Advise all vessels to avoid this sector until the organism is classified and neutralized. We remain drifting. If sensors detect us, know that we are not alone. The beast remains aboard. End of transmission. This was the last known broadcast from Deep Space Vessel Ant Colony. Haunting. If I ever stumble across what's left of the ship, I'll look out for you, Ben. Receiving transmission.
Said it before. I don't wanna talk around. Feeling your skin, let me in. You already know, don't be asking me why. And I've been thinking about speaking aloud, living proof that she's thinking about sneaking around a hard truth. Here comes my way, that gut feeling. Telling you won't stay. Here comes a year where it's so clear. I don't wanna talk around when we've said it before. Feeling your skin, let me in. You already know, don't be asking me why. Can't tell you who to respect and what to regret in my view. And if you're tearing a limb, letting them win rings true. Now we all want something so unfamiliar, in words said but never spoken.
I've never known this feeling. I've lived without it all my life. Steady wonder then I fail to recognize you. There is so much to say. I cannot find words. Except for these.
Here comes a year where it's so clear. I don't wanna talk around when we've said it before. Hearing your skin, let me in. You already know, don't be asking me why. And if you wanna go, they'll be asking me why. So maybe if you know, then better show why. If I already know, don't be asking me why. And if you're gonna show, maybe show why. And if you wanna go, they'll be asking me why. So maybe if you know, then better show why.
Confrontation is a daring endeavor that can prove to be either fruitful or fatal depending on the goal. If all we want to be is right, then the consequences of conversation in general will either lead to a misinformed relationship at best, left to make do with mere semblance without knowing the depth of motivation, or else bridges burnt at worst. But the desire to grow sets forth a precedent that guides us all into understanding and prevention of peril. It's good to determine whether we consider the subject a partner or an opponent. Of course, partnership invites the sort of checking that makes sure both parties are on the same page, heading the same direction, but oftentimes opponents are best left to live and let live. It's okay that we see things differently. Better to present the case that may convince a change of heart by embodying our individual philosophies rather than going about attacking everyone who disagrees. May our actions speak for themselves, and may we choose to act in benevolence. Receiving transmission. Some news comes my way. Starstrike magazine writes, the Andromeda Theater Collective has launched a galaxy-wide protest after repeated cases of, quote, unscheduled narrative alterations, end quote, by the cosmos itself. Actors, directors, and playwrights alike gathered outside the Krenor Orbital Stagehouse, holding signs that read, "Stop spontaneous plot twists. Let causality finish the thought. No more unsanctioned dance numbers," and the like. During the tragedy Tears of a Starfarer, the incident that broke the metaphorical camel's back happened moments before the climax, where the protagonist was supposed to give a soliloquy about love, loss, and holding on to hope in the infinite void, when suddenly reality abruptly misfired. Instead of dying nobly, the protagonist stood up fully resurrected and proceeded to perform a jazz routine that included intense tap dancing. The entire crew became an entourage of backup dancers, despite none of them ever being familiar with the art of clicking their shoes rhythmically on the stage. Despite the unplanned reality shift, critics were hesitantly positive about the matter, unsure if they were witnessing an innovative display of genius or a kitschy display of out-of-touch cliché. Other cases of these reality shifts include gravity reversing in Act 2 of Stormfall Sonata, props spontaneously increasing weight in The Merchant of Venus, and in A Midsummer Night's Quasar, where 3 actors merged into one being named Greg, who incidentally stole the show. Despite protesting, the collective has decided to continue their performance, stating that the show must go on in any alteration of reality. Ticket sales have skyrocketed, with fans of the theater eager to see how the cosmos may rewrite their favorite plays in real time. What a time to be alive. Receiving transmission.
Sign I don't understand. The road, the static rain, the sea with the view, shadows and the names, down towards the trend, the signals passing by, the light gives into black. Darkness does not lie. Away, 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 away. Gather all around the 50,000 holes, side to side again, nestles in the soul. The side I don't understand, the road, the static rain, the sea with the view, shadows and the names. Always, always,
Life can sometimes be challenging to comprehend. Familiar things sometimes seem foreign. A face you've known your whole life may suddenly look unexplainably different. We get lost on paths we've traveled thousands of times. The shifting moons and sinking sands of castles built by men leave everything uncertain and unstable. After so long, we might expect to be able to navigate every situation, but what are we to do when even what is common to us becomes an anomaly? Helpless, we reach forward into the newfound, unexpected darkness to feel our way around, with hope that some light may be shed in order for us to see clearly and comprehend what has changed since we've last been here. Patience, humility, eagerness to discover, we hold these things close and find our way. Receiving transmission. It's okay to just be. Sitting in silence isn't always so bad. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in our thoughts, trying to decide if we're saying the right things or how our faces may look. You don't need permission to be okay, even if not everything in your life is sorted out. Is it ever really? Hopefully we can trust one another to let our minds rest for a bit in social interactions. It doesn't have to be awkward. It's not weird to not feel weird. I suppose most of our feelings are the product of overthinking. There are so many things to figure out, and so many different personalities. How can we know what's best? We're blessed when we are found in the company of someone who just wants to be there. I want to be here. Receiving transmission. just stopped at a star station to work on my navigation system. It was sending me funny glitches, but I felt it was starting to get a little bit personal. My favorite was when it simply displayed the message, "You know what you did." Hilarious. Anyways, I got to work and found the problem to be a knot in the subdivision detector wires, but not before being surprised when a small bug-like fairy thing popped out from in between the probability mesh. The job itself of untangling the wiring was simple enough, if a bit tedious, but this little bug thing just would not stop talking. Now, I don't mind a good conversation, but this was all one-sided non-starters, like birds blink weird, and blue is such a weird color. I mean, what are you supposed to say to that? I asked him what he was doing in my navigation system, and he told me that he's been stuck there for several cycles. Apparently, he ended up being collected by the ship's dimensional filter, causing the wires to knot up and trap his wing in the middle of it all. I finally finished the task, and the little guy popped out of the system and flew away, saying behind his shoulder, "I owe you one." I certainly hope not. Receiving transmission.
I'd call you friend if memories died and blew away like ashes cast into the wind. They stay my mind. So tell me, how'd you slip back in today? Play back, rewind. Letting conscience drown in alcohol. Gasping for breath, but never mind. See, I built these walls. They stood strong in my defense. Sometimes a hairline fracture breaks it all.
The things we do for love, for the sake of peace and mutual satisfaction, thinking not only of ourselves, esteeming another as more important than ourselves, we'll do anything to maintain an atmosphere of benevolence and growth. It's necessary to enter into silent seasons of personal darkness with a sense of understanding that we will emerge transformed into what we were meant to be and what the cosmos needs. The tricky thing is finding someone who will stick around long enough for emergence. Such a fragile line stands between patience and abandonment, and suddenly we are surrounded by all the things we've established solely for the sake of another, but now they're gone, and you have no use for such amenities. Worse than that, though, is the love remains. The love remains. It will always remain. Receiving transmission.
You were hiding over there. I find you bent and in despair. You'd hope that you'd feel better when you reach this point in time. Still your body's heavy, so you put yours into mine. Keeping faith, I reiterate. I have space on my shoulder. Worn out down, too tired for anyone. We're gonna be alright. So you're gonna stay here, daydream, change like you never did, proud of worn fingertips, feeling steeple. You're nothing but always yours, you're nothing but always yours. You say you're waiting for a hand strong enough to help you stand. You say you're lacking trying, but I think you're lacking ease. Something I can't give you, you yourself have got to seize. Keeping faith, I reiterate, we're gonna be alright. So you're gonna stay here, daydream, change like you never did, proud of worn fingertips, feeling steeple. You're nothing but always yours, you're nothing but always yours.
We are all on a collective journey but for as many as we have surrounding us, it is an unavoidable fact that we are alone within ourselves. Of course, we're not alone. There are so many there to inform us of the world outside, but inside, it's just us. Healing is a very personal and individual experience. If we could allow someone to come into our very souls and organize the chaos to rearrange everything set out of place in our hearts, maybe we would if we found a worthy advocate. In a spiritual sense, I believe it's true. There is a way, but aside from that, it is up to us. You are in control of your own life, regardless of how things may feel. This is an overwhelming task, but not only is it possible, it is very necessary. It's our responsibility to maintain our psychological health for the sake of thriving. Nothing can be done well without first coming to a place of internal organization. Overall, life truly is a gift. It's a beautiful thing, though the magic of it all fades with age as we become more and more disillusioned. But the kids have it right. The kids know how cool life is. The kids are all right. And with that, this is Mr. Airho signing off. Until next time, Godspeed. Sending transmission.
Am I over my head? Could this be the end? I'm all